Kenneth Walsh from Calmore is coming in his place.
How are the lads, man?
They're in great form.
Now, you came up by train this morning, a breaking tradition. How was that for you?
Well, all the fellas were very relaxed this morning and all got a good night's sleep in their own bed, and we can't have any excuses today.
All well, and we're all looking forward to the challenge very much, Jim.
What do you think of the atmosphere here today?
Oh, fantastic, obviously, and it'll be great to see so many Wexford people here, and I hope it's a good game and we'll give a good account of ourselves. We're determined to, and I can show you that.
And the mood with the boys?
The mood of the boys is very good. We're still determined and ambitious and want to do a good job.
Well, now I have to say, I hope that you heard of all of that, because I certainly didn't, because the noise level here in Croke Park, and certainly down where we are around the Nelly stand area at the moment, is quite incredible. Obviously, great excitement amongst the Wexford supporters as their team are here in Croke Park for this All-Ireland semi-final. We still have Michael Dignan with us here in our presentation panel. We're also joined now by Gerlach Nan, who was commentator on that first match. Michael, this is a feeling that Offaly would have known, like in the past themselves, this first visit to Croke Park for an All-Ireland semi-final.
Yeah, it's a huge occasion for Wexford. None of their players would have been here before in All-Ireland semi-final day, so it's a huge match for them today. I think though that they're ready for it. They were very impressive in Leinster final, and they're here today. They're used to Croke Park, they play here a lot, and the expectations are off them a bit now, having won the Leinster championship. So I think that they won't feel any added pressure today.
And Gerlach Nan, obviously this is an occasion that you too will identify with, because 12 months ago it was you against Galway in similar circumstances.
Yeah, it's very, very similar, and the atmosphere is very similar as well. Fantastic atmosphere and great colour here today. It's a marvellous occasion, and I just hope that it doesn't get to Wexford. That's the biggest danger for Wexford. Galway are very, very used to this atmosphere. This is the first day that there's real pressure on Wexford, and let's hope they can produce a display like they produced in the Leinster final.
I asked Liam Griffin during the week when I was talking to him if they could reproduce that kind of match, and he said, listen, there's no ifs about it. He says, we're a different team now, you're seeing us in a different light.
Yeah, but you still never know until the day comes. You still never know until 5 or 10 minutes into the game how the players will react to it. You can be very confident about it, you can have all plans made to ensure that it won't happen, but you don't know until actually the day comes. It's like lining up for a big race in the Olympics. You don't know until you actually come to the line, and then we'll know how they're going. After 10 minutes, we know how Wexford are going.
Well, Gerard, from the past week that we've seen, we know all about those kind of situations. We'll take another break as the toss is being made down on the pitch. We'll be back with this match very shortly.
While the attack is led by Joe Cooney, playing alongside the impressive Kevin Broderick and Francis Ford. And just to check through the subs, and you have been told about the sub goalkeeper, that's Kenneth Walsh there. But they've got players like Pádraig Kelly or Paul Cooney or perhaps Ollie Fahy to bring in a moment of crisis, managed of course by Matt Murphy. So Matt Murphy there alongside the other selectors, who are Michael Fogarty and Giles Cloonan. Wexford are in the fortunate position of being able to name the same 15 that had that stunning Leinster final win over Offaly. Larry O'Gorman remaining in midfield as allied to Adrian Fenda, but just looking around the field right now, a number of positional switches, such as Sean Flood going to cornerback, John O'Connor going to wing-back, and the two corner forwards, Eamon Scallon and Tom Dempsey, have switched wings. And a check on the Wexford subs this afternoon, including George O'Connor, including Billy Byrne. Our referee has got the match underway. That's Joe O'Leary from Cork. And straight away, Galway into the attack. And their very first wide coming from Liam Burke. Former under-21 captain, of course, big strapping fellow. And that's a quick look back again at the Wexford substitutes this afternoon. They've done all the hard training as well. They include Dave Guiney, who was, of course, Rod Guiney's twin brother. Huge one down the field, helped by the wind, no doubt. Martin Storey, Wexford's captain, looking to give them the early lead, and he's put it over the bar. Storey from off the bar. Looking for a replacement stick straight away, but to most that's a dream start for them, straight away into the lead.
Yes, Ger, and it could have been exactly the same at the other end. Dane Burke had a great chance, so Galway didn't take it, and the ball goes on the field, and Martin Storey gets Wexford off to a great start.
And Liam Burke, I've noticed, has come across to this near side of the field. That's put back there by Liam Dunn. Caught here, impressively so, by Tom Helibert. Into the centre of the field it goes. Brendan Keogh low inside, into the inside forward line. Sean Flood across there, forget the number 7 on the back. Keeping it well away there from Joe Cooney. Sideline ball. So Wexford making a number of switches, and significantly there in the full back line. Sean Flood has gone across to play right corner back, and John O'Connor has gone to right wing back. Liam Griffin, the man who has helped them to make it all possible, to realise their dreams of taking a first Leinster in 19 years. Some hard work there in the half back line. Brendan Keogh out as far as Michael Coleman. He's the Galway captain. That's Rob Guiney. Back downfield towards Eamon Scallon. Out again, however, by Tom Helibert. Into the middle of the field. The settling down process in this match. Joe Rabbit fouled. 65 metres out from the Wexford goal.
I'm sure Galway are going to expect a big game from Joe Rabbit today. He was probably very disappointed after last year's performance, and I'm sure he's keen to avenge that defeat last year.
I think he was absolutely devastated, to most, quite honestly. So here's a chance. Brendan Keogh taking it, and again knocking it to the left. And a couple of wides now for Galway. Matt Murphy has a quick look at the watch. Just about 2.5 minutes gone. Damien Fitzhenry poised to take the puck out here. Again, plenty of length in it. Wind behind him. Into the half-forward line. Runs on towards Eamon Scallon, looking for another score. Defender just got a tip on his stick as he was hitting that one in. Player who really came to prominence about 3 years ago when Wexford reached the National League final, had 3 compelling matches against Cork. So Morgan Darcy pucking this one out. It reaches the 45-metre line. Sean Flood back in there, challenged by Kevin Broderick. Well away by John O'Connor. Conor O'Donovan under the dropping ball. Towards Michael Coleman, runs on towards Liam Burke instead. Rob Guiney having to go back and defend here. An angle cross over towards Kevin Broderick. Broderick getting inside Sean Flood. Referee says play on. Angle getting acute. Players calling for it. Oh, that's come way back. Adrian Fenelon. From a position where Galway were challenging. It's now the turn of Wexford to apply some pressure. Gary Laffin in there. That's the new full-back there, Brian Feeney. Only made his senior championship debut a fortnight ago against New York, and the linesman over there signalling that the ball had gone out over the sideline. Tom Dempsey not too pleased. Tom being marked this afternoon by Jerry McInerney. This is the replay again here. Ah, yes.
Yes, sure. I think his foot went over the line with a ball in his hand, and I had free to Galway, or sideline ball to Galway.
So to be taken by this most colourful of players. Former half-back now settling in at corner-back. Larry O'Gorman. Nice ball down. Taken well away here by Rory McCarthy. McCarthy still going forward, still pursued by Nigel Shaughnessy. Conor O'Donovan back, trying to make the clearance. Picked up here by Tom Dempsey. Not a fair shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. And on the 20-metre line, it's going to be a free in for Wexford. So Joe O'Leary, who's a school teacher in Cork from the Napirsig Club, It's the challenge again here.
Yeah, challenge again. I think a push on the back. I suppose Wexford will come sometimes lucky to get a free there.
Eamon Scallon is taking it. He doesn't care. He puts it over the bar, his first point of the match, stretching the Wexford lead. This afternoon, really, the crowd, the colour that you look around Croke Park, it's all about Wexford. It's all about Limerick as well. They've brought the huge throngs from those two counties. And the Limerick followers now staying on to see what the opposition will be like in a few weeks' time. Joe Cooney wasn't able to take it up onto the stick. Larry O'Gorman had no such trouble. Down it goes, in towards Gary Lappin. Lappin against Brian Feeney. Good play by the new full-back. Brendan Keogh wins it. Challenged by Rory McCarthy. Back it comes towards Micheál Donoghue. Nice play here. Francis Ford got a fine goal against Clare in last year's semi-final. The angle shot, but he's put it over the bar. Galway's first point, registered by Francis Ford. And it's 2 points to 1.
Yes, great score by Francis Ford there, and I'm sure that's the type of possession he's going to like all day. Get the ball in low to him and he can take on his marker from there. And again, left hand over the bar, great strike.
Back live. Nigel Shaughnessy being called on to defend at centre half back, missing the boot. Still has the ball, however. Pulled and dragged a bit there by Gary Lapham. And Brian Feeney says, just give me the slitter. So some running repairs for the number 6. Rumour had it that he might not have made this game because of injury about a fortnight back, but thankfully those rumours have been unfounded. So it's Morgan Darcy who's come from his goal, playing in his 3rd championship match. Big free. Nicely taken down by Kevin Broderick. Dropped it but recovered. Into the centre towards Cathal Moore. And he's put it over the bar. Moore by name and by nature. His first score. And it's all tied up at 2 points apiece. It was Kevin Broderick who was starting that. With a good little pass inside to Cathal Moore. So now Galway have made a full recovery, having conceded the opening 2 points. Larry Murphy, haven't seen anything of Larry so far. That's Conor O'Donovan. Jerkosh struggling to contain it. Out towards Joe Rabbit. 50-50 ball here. Rod Guiney going in to challenge Joe Rabbit back there as well. Guiney turning on his right-hand side towards Larry O'Gorman. Rory McCarthy in there as well to challenge Brendan Keogh. Comes to Micheál Donoghue, tidy hurler. Diagonally across towards Kevin Broderick. Sean Flood back there, tenaciously taking it up, beating 2 men to it. Son of Tim from some great Wexford teams in the 1950s. Nice ball down towards Martin Storey. Prodded on there by Eamon Scallon. Comes towards Larry Murphy. Here's a chance. And Larry drills it over the bar. And Wexford are in front again. The Clogol man's first point. He makes it 3 points to 2. And all of that following some tenacious corner back play there by Sean Flood. Prodded on there by Eamon Scallon.
Yes, and you can see Larry Murphy again, but great play again by Martin Storey to keep the ball on the ground, and I'm sure if he does that today and gets plenty of possession into the inside forwards, that Wexford could be on a winner.
Cross by Kevin Broderick towards Francis Ford. In a matchup over there this afternoon with Colm Keogh. Hand pass towards Rod Guiney. Had a wonderful Leinster final against Offaly. But then there were so many successes on this Wexford team that afternoon. Adrian Fenlon was one of them. Nigel Shaughnessy trying to get close to him. Doesn't succeed this time. Tom Helibert has it. Might have taken a step or two, but he was being fouled by Eamon Scallon. Free to Galway. George O'Connor there, one of the subs who'd love to come in and contribute. The Lochray centre half back taking this one. Huge one. Rabbits in after it, causing a concern or two. And back there is Colm Keowney, kicks it away from goal. Oh, there was a real moment of danger.
Yes, Jerry, I mean, that was a great play by Galway there. You could see when the free was being taken, Joe Cooney runs out of the square and lets Joe Rabbit go into the square. I'm sure he's going to do that for all the high frees today.
Causing concerns to Damien Fitzhenry in particular. Michael Coleman towards Kevin Broderick. Looking to turn to strike this one. Partial block, that was enough. Third wide for Galway, one for Wexford so far. So pictures of the two managers there in the last couple of shots. It really is a tense and anxious occasion. You're at the semi-final stage and the door is beckoning towards an All-Ireland entry. Great catch there by Martin Storey again. The referee's whistled. Storey had possession, but it's going to be a free in. And here's a chance to put 2 points between them. Larry O'Gorman there having a word with Martin Storey. Wonderful catch there, and he's causing problems for the centre half back Nigel Shaughnessy. Oh dear. That was a glorious chance. Blocked, however, by Eamon Scallon. So 1 from 2 so far for the free taker.
Sure, we've seen that in the first game again. Gary Kirby failing to rise the ball, and again you see Eamon Scallon doing it. Disappointment for Wexford, should have been the score.
Down through the centre it comes. Well judged. Larry O'Gorman out there as far as Adrian Fenlon. Brian Feeney. Larry O'Gorman trying to nip in there and dispossess the Galway man. Comes instead to Tom Dempsey from a huge distance out. From 55 metres out. Great point indeed by Tom Dempsey from Buffer's Alley. And Wexford lead by 4 points to 2.
Here we see it again. It was a great score by Tom Dempsey, but it seems to be Wexford are reacting to the breaking ball a lot quicker and getting the hurleys in there and getting the bodies in there. And when the ball broke, Tom Dempsey made no mistake from straight over the bar.
They've made the better start than in this match. Oh, Guiney could only touch that one down. Brendan Kill coming in on it. Good play here by Liam Dunn. Going to get forcefully away towards Larry O'Gorman. Settling down nicely at midfield. Pursued by Michael Coleman. Dispossessed well by Nigel Shaughnessy. Comes to Coleman again. Huge one over the head of Ger Cush. Cush having to respond here. Joe Cooney coming in after him, then Sean Flood. Oh, it wasn't cleared at all. But thankfully, from a Wexford point of view, John O'Connor had a cool head. Enough time to drive it away from the danger zone. It'll be a sideline ball to Galway. A couple of moments there of concern in that Wexford full back line, and we've only played something like 14 minutes.
Yes, the high ball seems to be causing trouble in behind the full back line, and again a bit of panic on Sean Flood's behalf there, and he pulled the ball out. Plenty of time to clear his lines and failed to clear it properly.
So Brendan Keogh poised and ready to take the sideline cut. Neatly in towards Joe Rabbit, runs beyond him, and Kevin Broderick has to scamper after it there with John O'Connor. First touch just leaving him down. Younger of the two O'Connor brothers. So a sideline cut for Galway, practically at the end line. Michael Coleman, who made his championship debut in 1988, which of course was the year that Galway completed a 2 in a row. That's about the best he could hope to do with that. But it comes to Larry O'Gorman. Way down into the inside forward line. Tom Dempsey trying to boot it out towards Eamon Scallon, looking for some room to swing the stick in and to put it just to the right, however, and wide of the target. But how quickly nowadays Wexford just drive that ball downfield. There's no shilly-shallying. They're a much more direct team, I think, under Liam Griffin.
Yes, sure, you're right there. It was great clearance by Larry O'Gorman, but again, it's Wexford reacting again to the breaking ball. Tom Dempsey had lost his stick, but Conor Farr comes in and picks it up and looking not to get a score.
Rabbit bounces off him. Ooh. Adrian Fenlon just a little bit misfortunate. Michael Coleman towards Joe Rabbit, whipped away by Liam Dunn. Galway players racing after it. It's 3-1 in favour of Galway to get this, but it comes to Rory McCarthy instead. Into the corner. Brian Feeney coming across from full back here. Onto his left-hand side. Gary Lappin hasn't had a chance so far. Now Nigel Shaughnessy turned into an unfair challenge, the referee decides, indicting Martin Storey. So Galway's free, playing into the wind in the first half. Towards Cathal Moore, bounces away off the stick of Liam Dunn to Rory McCarthy. Low along inside towards Tom Dempsey, getting there ahead of Jerry McInerney. Good play inside towards Eamon Scallon. Again, some fine play here by Tom Hellebert. Very steady in a short corner back play. Out it comes only as far as Larry O'Gorman. The hand pass outside to Martin Storey. Two seasoned campaigners linking up together, and Storey puts it over the bar. His second point. And all of that is a result of a very good pass from Larry O'Gorman, and it's 5 points to 2 in Wexford's favour.
Yes, again, you can see Larry O'Gorman again coming forward, man in his back, and sees Martin Storey outside, and Martin with ease just turns and hits it straight over the bar. Great score again for Wexford.
Joe Rabbit inside towards Joe Cooney, looking for decent service against Chercush. Can cause problems. Out to Brendan Keogh. They look for a point here. Yes. They were over-elaborating a few times in earlier attacks, but simplicity paying off there, and it's 5 points to 3.
Yeah, we can see it again here. Great play again by Brendan Keogh, but you must give credit there to Joe Cooney, and I think if Galway can get the ball direct into Joe Cooney, low as it was there, I'm sure he's going to cause endless trouble for Chercush.
Martin Storey rising up for it, cleverly flicking it towards himself, chasing it after it. It's Micheál Donoghue's there first. Donoghue from Clarenbridge, a family steeped in hurling lore. Well, the point was made in the discussion before this match. You'd know after 10 minutes how Wexford were shaping up. Well, what's the verdict?
Yes, they're shaping up well, Jerry, you know. I think it's a tame enough start. I think we were expecting a lot of sparks to be flying between Galway and Wexford in the All-Ireland semi-final. I think it started very tame at this stage, and hopefully this will continue. Maybe the game will open up a bit more, and the tension will be relieved a little bit now at this stage, and people will be able to get down and play a good brand of hurling.
That's gone all the way, and it's gone off a stick for a 65. Martin Storey claiming it. The first 65 of the match. And Marty Morrissey is our sideline reporter this afternoon. Marty, have you got something for us?
Indeed, Jared, does. Looks like that Billy Byrne and Paul Finn are warming up along the sideline, but Paul Finn could well be the man that's going to be introduced at a change. In fact, Paul Finn has been given a slip of paper, and a change is being made in Wexford.
So, change about to happen. Thank you, Marty. Liam Griffin strikes me as the kind of manager, if things are not going right, he'll try and sort them out straight away, and this time that's gone over the bar. John O'Connor coming up from defence. It's 6 points to 3. So the change then about to be made, and Eamon Scallon has been replaced.
As I said, Ger, Liam Griffin has been very quick to make his mark here. Eamon Scallon had been troubled by Tom Hellebert, their cornerback, and there's been a direct swap straight away.
Liam Dunn under the dropping ball, did well to clear it towards Rory McCarthy. Didn't get much of a connection on it. Comes back towards Nigel Shaughnessy, centre half back. Micheál Donoghue. Rod Guiney. It's a very scrappy start to this match, only 20 minutes gone. Tom Dempsey in towards Gary Lapham, being very well policed by Brian Feeney. Chercush, meanwhile, over there, appeals that Joe Cooney was dragged down, it seemed. There's the substitution, then Paul Field on, and Eamon Scallon off. Sideline ball to be taken by Liam Burke, so the manager making the first of his changes. Liam Burke didn't get a very good connection. Stop, not very convincingly by Rod Guiney. Out it comes again to Joe Cooney. The angle shot inside, controlled very well there by Colm Keogh from Bunclody. That's Larry O'Gorman. Rory McCarthy adding to it towards Martin Storey. And Jerry McInerney trying to come out. He'd love to be out around the half back line and now getting more into this match. That's Liam Burke. Sean Flood. Good clearance. But just too much for the inside forwards to have any chance on it.
One big noticeable battle that's going on there, Gerard, is between Martin Storey and Nigel Shaughnessy, centre forward and centre back. Great play of hard hurling there between Martin Storey and Nigel Shaughnessy.
Yeah, they've each had their moments so far. Cathal Moore trying to advance inside Liam Dunn. He's got a few yards now in which to be creative here. And it's buried by Joe Cooney. Give him half a chance. And he'll destroy defences. Sides are level, 1-3 to 6 points. "21 minutes were gone when that reached the back of the net." Some very forceful play here.
Yes, you can see here as Cathal Moore picks up the ball, comes inside, right, maybe has a look to take his point and sees his normal side, went for goal, wasn't intended as a pass, I don't think, and the ball scrummed off his hurley, across the square to Joe Cooney, and he buried it.
I even thought he took a few steps too many, Cathal Moore, when he was going over there, but the referee said play on. And the goal stands. So Galway get the first goal of this match. Perhaps now it'll pick up a notch or two. Needs to do so. Kevin Broderick for Joe Cooney. He'll be rampant now after that. Towards Francis Ford. Some very clever forwards in that Galway attack. Free in for Galway. So Francis to take it himself. Former star minor and part of a terrific under-21 team a few years ago that won the All-Ireland. Picture of concentration. Light breeze into his face, making little of it, tapping it over the bar. So Galway take the lead in this match. This is the goal again a few seconds ago. Joe outside the small rectangle.
No question of him being in the square. He's definitely outside the square.
So Galway now conceding the free to Wexford. Tom Dempsey coming out like he's going to take it. And Martin Storey certainly has an injury, a hand injury. Delighted to be the team captain this year when they took the Leinster title for the first time in 19 years. Helped Ola de Barla, of course, to win the last two Wexford titles. So going in there to attend to him is Dr. Stephen Bowe. And one of those people watching this in the Blackrock Clinic is former Wexford goalkeeper Pat Nolan, making a nice recovery, and I know he's watching this match this afternoon in the company of his wife Lily. We wish him well. I know that Jimmy Doyle was also wishing him the very best, as Wexford wished themselves the very best through Tom Dempsey's free taking, and he's put that over the bar. So sides level once again. Morgan Darcy's puck out. Joe Rabbit in there. Came off Joe. It'll be Wexford sideline cut. Liam Griffith in there to attend straight away to the injured player, who may be John O'Connor. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he got an elbow. Quite accidentally.
Quite accidental, just Jerry got an elbow in the face, gone up for the high ball there.
Well, Wexford have already used up one of their subs, of course, when they took off Eamon Scallon and brought on Paul Finn. Again, Stephen Bowe, the doctor, is in there to attend. And Marty, you have some further news for us?
Yes, just some news, Jared. It seems that George O'Connor could well be the man that's going in now. He's just put on his helmet and doing a few warm-up exercises here along the sideline.
Well, it does make a lot of sense once a player goes down injured that you prepare the possible subs straight away. So it may be that George will have to come in to replace his brother John. Although John is a very, very strong character, and if he can play on at all, you can be certain that he will.
I think Jerry looks to be okay. He's getting up off the ground now, and I'm sure he won't want to go off the field at this stage.
Had a bad spell through injury earlier on in the season. It really is a very warm afternoon here, so the players very wisely taking some water on board when there are these breaks in play.
Well, it's very groggy, very shaken.
Oh, he's very shaken. I'm not sure he knows where he is at this stage. Probably mild concussion. So John O'Connor certainly needs a rest over there. And his brother George about to come on. He hasn't come on just yet. Still over by the far sideline. But it was a nasty elbow, but quite accidentally hit, I know. They're still just waiting to see whether or not they're going to bring George on.
Yes, sir. I think they're waiting for another 2 or 3 minutes to see will he recover. But no, here's, I think.
Well, George is on, but he hasn't given the slip of paper to the referee just yet, so technically he's not in the match. Wexford down to 14 players. Adrian Fenlon fails to cut it out. Michael Coleman to apply some pressure in there. Wexford defence down a man. Colm Keogh unfairly stopped by Joe Rabbit. So it'll be a free to the Slaney Siders, who of course over the years have also been known as the Yellow Bellies. This is Keogh again. Very tidy player, just held back there by Rabbit. Free to be taken by Liam Dunn. They still have not brought on George O'Connor. Here they come into the attack. Oh, he's a chance! It's a great goal by Rory McCarthy! Rory McCarthy! A wonderful goal. So 6 minutes after Joe Cooney got Galway's goal, there's the reply by the 14 men. Down by virtue of the injury to John O'Connor, and without the sub having been brought on just yet.
Yes, sir, we can see the goal here. Great score by Rory McCarthy. How many times do we see that in the past? Guy picking up the ball on the run without taking it into his hand and burying it into the back of the net. Great goal for Wexford.
Yeah, wonderful skill. George O'Connor has now come into the match in place of his brother John, and seems to be coming in the half-back line. So the throw ball involving George O'Connor and Joe Rabbit. Two big, strong, strapping fellows. They'll have quite a contest, you can be sure of that. Michael Coleman onto the right-hand side. Lobbed in, but again going to the left. 5 wides now for Galway, 3 for Wexford. Always shows great intensity in his play. Really trying to drive on his team. Damien Fitzhenry with the puck out. It's Wexford ahead by 3 points. George O'Connor wisely leaving this one over the sideline. And Joe Rabbit has gone down.
Yes, Gerald seems that he went over on his ankle there near the sideline. Just take off his boot, it could be in right trouble.
That particular part of the ground just down there where Joe is right now has suffered as a result of the rain last Sunday, and of course the celebrations of the Meath football fans out there. So it's not in the best of nick. Turned on the ankle. But now it's the turn of Galway to be down to 14 players. Micheál McGloin coming in there to attend to him. Liam Dunn and Adrian Fenlon taking it again. Oh, nice pick up by McCarthy. He completely sends his man the wrong way. That's a terrific piece of skill. So a goal and a point. Last couple of scores for Wexford scored by the St. Martin's player. It's 1-8 to 1-4. Well, they've made a terrific recovery from that goal by Galway after 21 minutes. They come storming back.
Great pick up again by Rory McCarthy, and again, he had to finish it then after doing something like that, and a great score with his left hand over the bar.
Brendan Keogh trying to respond for Galway. Good block down. And it was Rory McCarthy was back there doing his defending. From limited opportunities, he's certainly shone in this game. Taken here by Cathal Moore. And it's gone over the bar. Second point for the Turlough Moore player. So Damien Fitzhenry poised to take the puck out here. Great catch by Micheál Donoghue this time. And Jerry McInerney coming to assist him. Cathal Moore beaten by Liam Dunn. Breaks back into the centre again. Liam Burke now advancing with purpose. 3 against him. Referee says on you go. Stymied somewhat, however. Joe Cooney next, and Joe takes too many steps. 3 out to Wexford. That's Dave Guiney there. Identical twin brother of Rod. Joe Cooney, who's done so much for Galway hurling over the years, did so well in the last 10 minutes of the league final against Tipperary as well, of course. A huge one. Blocked out as far as Martin Storey. Typical Martin Storey, but this time untypically outside the right-hand post.
It's interesting to look out there. You see Liam Buck operating around the middle of the field now. I think they're intent maybe having 5 forwards, 4 to 5 forwards Galway in the forward line at this stage.
And Rod Guiney doing the marking on Liam Burke. Meanwhile, it's Sean Flood. George O'Connor coming to assist him. Ball spills from his grasp out to Kevin Broderick, 45 metres out. Good block down by George O'Connor, but Galway still have it. And here's Cathal Moore, and they have a man over here. Francis Ford, and stopped on the line, but it's belted in. Cathal Moore, 2-5 to 1-8. Level once again. So a second Galway goal came in this fashion here.
And that's again a great piece of skill by Joe Cooney. Flicks the ball up, hand passes it out to Cathal Moore, and again into the corner forward. Great save by the goalkeeper, where else Cathal Moore to finish at the back of the net. Great goal for Galway.
So Galway then with 2 goals in the first half. And the match all tied up. Effectively it's 11 points apiece. The scene on that Galway subs bench. You think that Galway's last really hard match was the league final back in May, whereas Wexford had the benefit of a championship at Leinster, and that's tapped and saved by Fitzhenry, but he doesn't quite know where that was going to end up. Out as far as Jerkosh to Liam Dunn. Here's Adrian Fenlon. Support to his right if he needs it. Using the more direct style. Over the head of Larry Murphy. Tom Hellevert again comes from cornerback. He certainly has dominated the 2 men who've been on him so far this afternoon. Michael Coleman. Liam Burke now. Coleman's shot. And trickling harmlessly wide. 6 wides for Galway during the first half. 4 for Wexford. So we have some news of John O'Connor's injury from Marty, I think.
Yes, Ger, I just checked in the dressing room. John O'Connor is still getting attention. He's suffering from a bad concussion, but they're not sending him to hospital. They feel that a little bit of time he'll be fine. And when I went into the dressing room, he recognised me anyway, so he must be okay.
So Wexford continue to press here. Tom Dempsey grounded by Jerry McInerney. Quizzical expression on his face, but it's going to be a free in. And Tom most likely the one who will take it. So from this free here, can Wexford take the lead once again? It's gone over. Tom Dempsey's 3rd point. 1 from play, 2 from frees. And Wexford have a 1-point lead. So we're into time added on for injuries, and the doctors were on a couple of times during the first half. Morgan Darcy from Moy Cullen in Galway pucking out. Adrian Fenlon over there with George O'Connor under the dropping ball. Joe Rabbit trying to pick it up, struggling to make some headway in there, and the referee I think opting to throw the ball in between two players, and that's on the 45-metre line. Adrian Fenlon may have taken a knock.
I'm sure Joe Rabbit can't wait to get into the dressing room at this stage. He's struggling badly with an ankle injury.
We saw him off a little while ago. He is struggling, as you say. There's where the problem is, down in the ankle. So will he be coming out for the second half?
I'm sure Galway will be happy to be in this position. There is a little bit of a breeze in favour of Wexford in the first half, and I'm sure they'll be happy to go in.
So Francis Ford has come out to take this free. Just about a yard inside the 45-metre line. Curling and off the post and outside and wide. Not too much in that. And that the final piece of action in the first half. We had 3 goals in that first half. The first was by Joe Cooney, and the second a blistering goal by Rory McCarthy after 27 minutes, and then 2 minutes before the end of regulation time, Cathal Moore got a second for Galway. Half-time score then, it's Wexford 1-9, Galway 2-5. And Marty is with somebody going off the field right now to talk to us.
Thank you very much. Charlotte Cloonan, Galway selectors with me. Charlotte, your thoughts at half-time?
A very tight game. We started fairly poorly, but we've come into the game in the last quarter. A fairly lively game. It'll be up to the team in the second half that has the greater hunger for victory, and I think we have that.
Your second goal obviously brought you right back into it.
It did, yes, it did. It was a very important score for us. It kept us in the game.
Do you still think at half-time that you can win this All-Ireland semi-final?
I think so, yeah, we're confident, yes.
Charlotte Cloonan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, well, Wexford flying it in that first half, playing with great determination. But Galway, those 2 goals have kept them in the match. We'll pick up the story of this after the commercial break.
Griffin and his fellow selectors were happy indeed with their first half performance.
I think they couldn't be but happy. The 2 goals that Galway got were a little bit on the lucky side. We hooked one blocked another, and they got rebounds. So we're quite happy that we're well able to take these guys in the second half. It'll be the survival of the fittest out there in the second half.
Any changes, any switches?
No switches, except that George has gone to midfield, Larry's gone back to the wing back. And that's the only switch we have.
Kinsella, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And the second half gets underway. Nigel Shaughnessy straight away then. Survival of the fittest. Let's see what happens. It's going to be intriguing. Good play in there by Galway's Brian Feeney. Got there ahead of Gary Laffin. Taking the free himself. The breeze now behind Galway in this second half. A match which has been played in front of an attendance of 61,937, watching Tom Dempsey's shot end up going over the bar. And that's a great start to the second half for Tom and for Wexford. That's 4 points he's now scored, and it's 110 to 2-5.
That's a great start to the second half for Wexford, Joe, but I mean, it was a result of a very poor free by Galway there. I mean, they had plenty of time to clear with a free down the field and hit it short.
Lovely, pleasant, balmy afternoon here as we watch Liam Burke restrained unfairly, and that's going to be a free in for Galway, and Francis Ford will come to take it. Well, Francis concentrating on the target. The great big screen just up on Hill 16 has his image in it. Must be a strange experience if he looks up there at all. He may just have looked up because he's put it wide. Ordinarily you would have put the week's housekeeping money, I think, on Francis Ford to have tapped that one over.
And again, Galway started again with 5 forwards. Again, Liam Burke has gone right out to the middle of the field, trying to win the breaking ball from the puck-outs and leave plenty of space in their forward line.
Well, it's a tactic they have used in the past. They won a memorable semi-final in 1986 with that particular tactic, but it didn't work out in the final. Michael Coleman leaving it there for Nigel Shaughnessy perhaps to hit.
In towards Joe Cooney. Runs on beyond him towards Francis Ford. Trying to make a better angle for himself. Colm Keogh trying to close him down. And clearly he got a touch on it. Initially, the umpire put his hand up to say that's a 65, but it was Joe O'Leary, the referee, who said, forget it, wave it wide. The referee has the right to overrule his umpires. That's in the rule book.
To me, Ger, that was a 65. I think the Wexford defender definitely got his hurley to the ball. And
certainly seemed to do so.
Yes.
This was it again. Francis turning on his left-hand side. Ah, yeah, there was a connection, no doubt about it. Should have been a 65. This is Nigel Shaughnessy emerging from centre half back. Martin Storey chasing after him. And towards Joe Rabbit. And surely Galway will be saying, well, we'll give him 5-10 minutes to see whether or not he can shake off the effects of the injury. Larry O'Gorman fouls the ball, and it's going to be a free for Galway. This was the incident again here with Larry O'Gorman picking it up.
Picking it up off the ground.
No doubt about it. Brendan Keogh from Athenry to take this free. And Wexford ahead by 2 points. And that sweeps away to the left-hand side. The cheers are Wexford cheers.
There's 3 scoring chances Galway had now from frees, the one before half-time and 2 just after half-time, and they might rule those misses by the end.
Matt Murphy there, the Galway manager, just behind the Wexford goal, moving across indeed to advise his forwards, I think. Over it goes. Well, knocked out by Tom Helibert initially. Beyond Kevin Broderick. 2 Wexford players there. Liam Dunn. Clever play, just about getting it as far as Rod Guiney. Nurse back towards Larry O'Gorman, but instead it's picked up by Kevin Broderick. Into the corner, and the evergreen Joe Cooney going after it against Ger Cush. And he's put it to the right. Another chance. 11 wides in all so far. Wexford just 4, none in the second half to date. So Liam Griffin continues to try and mastermind a way into the All-Ireland final for his team. Damien Fitzhenry's puck out. Drop down towards George O'Connor. Larry O'Gorman. Picked up by Tom Dempsey. Partial blocking it from Micheál Donoghue. Rory McCarthy nips in then. Brian Feeney back there, the new Galway full-back. Beating the attempted block by Martin Storey. Whipped on by Larry O'Gorman to Tom Dempsey, 45 metres out. And he gives it away to Micheál Donoghue. Anxious and nervous in these opening minutes. Sean Flood called on to make the intervention over there. Cathal Moore battling, so too Rod Guiney. Forward it goes there from Larry Murphy. Gary Laffin now has had precious few opportunities. The hand pass back into space, and that was enough for Galway to get men in there. Brian Feeney. The referee says play on, you have the advantage. Conor O'Donovan. Forward by Cathal Moore, and again it's Damien Fitzhenry called on to make the save, and the clearance under pressure. Cathal Moore under it there with Brendan Keogh. This is Liam Dunn, nippy player, taking it forward himself. Good burst forward this by Liam Dunn. Can they finish with a scoring opportunity? In towards Martin Storey. Storey's snapshot is high, and it's gone just to the right. Not too much in that at all. So, Wexford with just 1 point for the second half so far. Galway yet to score.
Yes, Jerry, a great bit of skill here by Liam Dunn. As he goes on, flicks the ball out, again over Jerry McInerney's head, and unfortunately it wasn't the score at the end of it.
Here they come with Francis Ford of Galway. And he doesn't threaten goalkeeper Damien Fitzhenry with that particular shot.
So it's a very sluggish start to the second half, and you're going to need a player now of the calibre of Martin Storey or Joe Cooney to take the game by the scruff of the neck and try and win it for his team, and try and bring his other teammates into this game. It's there for the taking for either team.
Larry O'Gorman now is right half back on Liam Burke, but effectively following him into midfield whenever necessary. And George O'Connor is also in midfield for Wexford. Meanwhile, it's Colm Keogh there, as Galway will withdraw an awful lot of players and leave a whole lot of space in front of the Wexford goal to be utilised by their skillful forwards. Meanwhile, that's the turn of the skillful Wexford forwards to be in there challenging. Oh, so close. It's gone wide. Gary Lappin was bearing in there.
You see Larry Gorman coming forward again. I'm not sure whether this was a 65 or not sure. You see the high ball coming in around the square. And I wonder, was the keeper the man that touched that ball out?
Morgan Darcy pucking out. Larry O'Gorman back on familiar territory around the half-back line. That's Cathal Moore. And at last, they drive one over the bar. So a goal and 3 points now for the rangy centre-half forward. And he makes it 110 to 2-6, just a point in it. So Galway's first point of the second half, taking nearly 8.5 minutes. Liam Griffin advising his goalkeeper Damien Fitzhenry where to place this ball. Out to the centre, towards the experienced Martin Storey. Nigel Shaughnessy chasing after him. It's still Storey. They'll have to hit it from the stick. Didn't make a great connection. Out by Jerry McInerney to the far side, towards Kevin Broderick. Sean Flood trying to close him down, aided and abetted there by Adrian Fenlon. Next in is Conor O'Donovan. Runs on beyond Joe Cooney. I think they were expecting one of the forwards to come in on it. Instead it's Larry O'Gorman with the clearance as far as Micheál Donoghue for Galway. Liam Burke chasing after it. Again, some great hurling there by Larry O'Gorman, spooning it forward there towards Rod Guiney. Beyond George O'Connor. Rory McCarthy. 3 Wexford players there trying to get it up. Michael Coleman to bring a bit of order to midfield perhaps. Stop by Liam Dunn. Ball not going any particular distance. Joe Rabbit in beyond the fullback Ger Cush. I'm sure the respective managers are probably calling on their team to drive it long. Put the opposition under pressure, not yourselves. This was Ger Cush there. Forced back defending against 2 Galway players, wrestled to the ground, free out. And Marty has some further news for us.
Yes, indeed. Here in the Galway dugout, Ollie Fahy is warming up along the sideline. Looks like Joe Rabbit will be departing the scene.
Galway's full back line under intense pressure again. Out towards Martin Storey. Storey coming forward. Hand passing it in, but the referee's whistle has sounded for that foul on Martin Storey. And it's going to be a free from straight in front of the goal from 20 metres out.
Yes, sure, as he went through here. As he was about to strike the ball, I think he took a knock from the defender Tom Helber coming out. Continues on and takes Martin Storey out of the game.
So running repairs for the Hurley there. I think Tom Dempsey borrowed Nigel Shaughnessy's Hurley just to repair the splicing on it. So Tom Dempsey with 4 points so far. Just to stretch the lead to 2 points again. High and into the canal end. So it's Wexford 111, 14 points. Galway 2-6, 12 points. And just approaching 12 minutes gone in the second half. Well, one of the fittest managers in the business, he runs around the park time and again, urging, cajoling, advising. Now watching his side defend here. Michael Coleman rather, nicely down. Liam Burke This holds a lot of promise into Joe Cooney. Down it comes. Colm Keogh back there to defend for Wexford. And the referee noting an injury in there.
Yes, again, you see Liam Brock going through again. You will question whether he should have maybe taken the point, but he passes it, hand passes it through to Joe Cooney as he tried to control the ball. The goalkeeper, Damien Fitzhenry, comes out and Joe Cooney is clobbered.
Yeah, he connected definitely with Joe Cooney. This from another angle from inside the goal. This time watch as Damien Fitzhenry advanced there, and certainly Joe Cooney felt the brunt of that. Micheál McGloin, the team doctor, is always in to attend to Joe Cooney.
So people used to call that pass the hospital pass, the high ball thrown up into the air. The defender coming out to attack it.
Yeah, you have to be very fond of hospital food to go in after that one. It was a high challenge nonetheless, as Damien Fitzhenry came out to defend his goal. That other angle again.
Again, you see it. It was a particularly high channel by Damien Fitzhenry, and maybe he gets away a little bit unlucky. Some referees maybe would have given a penalty decision for that.
So Joe, battered and bruised, retakes his place at full forward. He never complains, he just gets on with the action, and he's been doing that now for over a decade. One of the gentlemen of hurling. Damien Fitzhenry pucks it out. Michael Coleman was under it but didn't make any connection. Larry Murphy almost dispossessed by his own man, by Adrian Fenlon. And again the referee sees that the use of an elbow in there, and that's going to be a free down for Galway.
It was very loose play by Adrian Fenlon. He had no chance of getting the ball and runs into the man and gives away a stupid free.
So Brendan Keogh will take it. So Galway then thinking about that change that we heard a little while ago about Ollie Fahy coming on, Ollie from Gort. Good deep ball in there. That's a penalty, is it? For dragging down. And Galway then have this glorious chance coming up, and this is the reason why, as that ball was sailing in there and the man was certainly pulled down, Joe Rabbit, and once again they have this ploy of bringing in Rabbit, bringing out Cooney to torment the Wexford defence. Joe Cooney is about to take the penalty. Galway behind by 2 points. This to give them the lead once again if he goes for a goal. What will he do? He's gone for it. It's gone off the stick of Colm Keogh. It's saved. And Wexford clear it. Great defensive play. So Joe Cooney went for the goal. There was still a lot of time left. Should he have gone for the point in retrospect?
Yes, sure. That's going to be the debated question. A great stop by Liam Dunn on the line here. Not alone does he stop it, but he controls it, gets it into his hand and makes a great clearance out the field.
Yes, it was Liam Dunn who was back there and not Colm Keogh. It's gone into the left and again wasted possession. So many wides. 14 in all for Galway, 7 in the first half and already 7 in the second half. But this penalty once again from the other angle. Joe Cooney, all concentration. First of all, Damien Fitzhenry came and made an intervention to stop, and then it was the marvellous Liam Dunn who somehow managed to keep it out and made the clearance. Back live, it's Nigel Shaughnessy firing it back down again towards his forwards who have missed far too many chances. Wexford far more economical. Larry O'Gorman beyond Rory McCarthy in towards Tom Dempsey. Jerry McInerney tried to close him down. Tom holds onto it. Forward in towards Gary Lappin. Brian Feeney's back there. Goes off his stick. That'll be a Wexford ball.
And you wonder, Joe, will that be the changing part of the game when they had an opportunity to put the ball over the bar, bring themselves back into the game and only be trailed by a point. They've been failing to get a few scores in the start of the second half, and maybe a point should have been taken.
So Paul Finn gone in there now to full forward. This will be taken by Adrian Fenlon from the Rapparees club. Wexford still leading by 2 points. And that's gone outside the right-hand post. Their third wide of the second half, 7 in all. I think he'll be concerned that players like Adrian Fenlon are not as dominant as they had been in the Leinster final. Rod Guiney coming out after this one, but it's taken by Michael Coleman instead. Driving towards the Wexford goal. They look for another score here. Very promising. Stopped by Damien Fitzhenry. Didn't quite hit it as hard as he could, I think, Michael Coleman, but it's Rory McCarthy with great pace. He's got support outside through Larry Murphy. Now he needs the assistance of Martin Storey. Can Storey drive it over the bar? The answer is yes. Well, it's been something of the difference between the teams. Wexford, fast, attractive play, taking their chances, and now opening up a 3-point gap. Galway have been so wasteful.
Yes, sure, that was a great counter-attack by Wexford, but I mean, Michael Coleman tried to walk the ball into net at that stage. Should have hit the ball over the bar.
Down towards Liam Burke it comes this time. Again they advance, going right through the half-back line, and this time he wisely taps it over the bar. Liam Burke's very first point of the match, putting 2 between them. This is just Galway's second score in the second half, remember. They've had so many chances. Liam Burke putting it over the bar. Fitzhenry pucking out. Batted down again by Michael Coleman towards Cathal Moore, who works so hard on the 40. Liam Dunn again. Past Micheál Donoghue. Jerry McInerney striving to dispossess Tom Dempsey. They all try to pick it up. It's with Martin Storey going for another one. Lobbed in towards Gary Lappin. Held instead there by the cornerback Tom Helibert. Finally going over the advancing legs there of George O'Connor, and the referee has the notebook out. So George O'Connor going into the referee's book. This is the challenge again. As Tom Helibert was advancing, he had beaten just about every one of them, and George said, that's as far as you're going.
Sure, he's been inspiration for Galway today, Tom Helibert, and he's a driving force behind our full-back line, and they haven't given the Wexford forward line the stopping around the goal. He's playing exceptionally well.
So Galway, it seems, about to spring Ollie Fahy, still not on the field. Brendan Keogh inside there towards Joe Rabbit, surrounded by Wexford players. Here's Larry O'Gorman. So we have some further news from the sideline from Marty.
Indeed, just to tell you that, as you just spotted a moment ago, Ger, Ollie Fahy is being introduced, and he's a forward. We don't really know who's coming off. Originally it was going to be Joe Rabbit, and news of John O'Connor, he has been removed to Mater Hospital. It's just a precautionary measure. He is fine.
Thank you, Marty. We send him our very best wishes, of course. So Ollie Fahy has come on. And it is indeed Joe Rabbit who's making his way across towards the far sideline. Wasn't able to play a full part in the second half. Liam Burke. Surrounded by 2 players, and he took too many steps. He was well aware that he was about to be hooked there. So confirmation of the substitution. So disappointment once again, Joe Rabbit's lot.
I wonder, Joe, will we see Billy Byrne introduced into this game shortly, Joe?
Well, he's always good for a good 20 minutes in the Wexford colours, and has been so over the years. They could perhaps do with a fresh driving force in the full forward line. So a place against Limerick at stake. Just about 13 minutes to go now. Jerry McInerney towards Adrian Fenlon. One back there by Liam Dunn, unchallenged. Nicely across towards Gary Lappin. And Lappin can only hold it up, and Galway get men in there quickly. The foul there on Conor O'Donovan. Free downfield for Galway. Nigel Shaughnessy about to take it. In towards Liam Burke. Wexford half-backs went out to attack that. That's Ollie Fahy. First touch in this match. Francis Ford. Looking for the point here. And going away to the left. It's become very frustrating for the Galway forwards and even more so for their fans. But if you're a Wexford fan up there in the stands, you're thinking, hey, just another 12 minutes, and if it stays like this, we're in the All-Ireland final for the first time since 1977. So once again, some more news from the side.
Indeed, it looks, Ger, that Billy Byrne is going to be introduced for Wexford, probably at full forward, and also Peter Kelly is warming up for Galway.
Okay, so two forwards about to come on, it seems, one for either team. George O'Connor realised where Martin Storey was. Poor ball by Storey. Here's Nigel Shaughnessy. Keeping it away there from Tom Dempsey. Adrian Fennon about to whip onto it, but in there quickly was Nigel Shaughnessy. Michael Coleman now. Shaughnessy is still down on the ground. Galway attack. It's lobbed in there by Ollie Fahy. One back there by Damien Fitzhenry, supported by Rod Guiney. Forward towards George O'Connor. Pushed in the back by Brendan Keogh. It's a Wexford free. All this while Nigel Shaughnessy is down injured, being attended to.
Yes, sure, it was a bad belt there actually. Adrian Fenley was pulling the ball as Nigel Shaughnessy came to it, and I think he's got a very, very bad knock.
Nigel was excessively brave going in that time, I thought. He was just full of determination. What championship is really all about. But he certainly came off second best there. I don't think Adrian Fenlon realised that Nigel was coming in to challenge him. We may just get a second view of it. Thankfully he's wearing the face guard and the helmet. It could have been an awful lot worse. I think he's saying, I'm all right. Doctor just making absolutely sure.
Here you see it again. Look, you can see Adrian Fenlon winding up, and as he goes in to catch the ball, takes the full belt of the hurley. Thankfully he's okay.
Also thankfully he went in and challenged right face to face, as it were, because if he stayed back from that, he really would have got a much worse belt. Liam Dunn to take the free. 10 minutes to go. Brian Feeney. Really, it's a match you feel at this stage still can go either way. Just 2 points between the teams. Wexford having the lead. Great catch by Larry O'Gorman towards Martin Storey. Out they come for it here, and it's Micheál Donoghue trying to pick it off the ground again. Challenged by Larry Murphy. It's one back by George O'Connor. Adrian Fenlon next in there. Drop hit there by Micheál Donoghue. In towards Ollie Fahy. Jerkosh, the Wexford full-back, to Adrian Fenlon. This time to get much greater distance into it. And there's a problem. And it's a goal! A real problem. Paul Finn was in there to challenge for that. Billy Byrne inside in that full forward position. And Wexford followers feel they're on their way to the All-Ireland final. There's still 8.5 minutes to go, but it's celebration time for these fans on the terraces, in the stands, wherever they're watching from. The Galway defence was badly caught out here.
Yes, we see it again here. High ball from Adrian Fenlon comes into the square. And what the Wexford forwards hadn't been doing on that was to get in underneath it and get a touch with it, and I'm sure Billy Byrne will take credit for that.
So another change that we have noted, that Peter Kelly has come in place of Francis Ford. So Galway now with one last throw of the dice to try and keep themselves in this. All of a sudden they are 5 points adrift.
Here we go, see it again. A little flick from Billy Byrne, and that's what he's there for, is his first touch, and it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Billy Byrne got it about 27 minutes into the second half, and again the referee just attending to Joe Cooney. I think still suffering from that belt earlier on, and now they're calling for fresh resources. Is he a happy man? Is he what? For Wexford, it's a case of having a wonderful afternoon out. It may be sluggish and intense at times, but it's a case of getting there, getting to the All-Ireland final.
Yes, Gerard, maybe we were expecting too much. It's a place in the All-Ireland final is at stake, and neither side was going to give way to the hurling skills of either side. We've seen very little of the likes of Larry Murphy today, who had an exceptional Leinster final, and hopefully he's keeping that for the next day if Wexford go through. I'm sure Galway will have something to say about this before the end is over, Anya.
So Joe Cooney putting the helmet back on again. They've already brought Ollie Fahy and Peter Kelly in to join their attack. And Joe ambling back into this match. So Peter Kelly coming to take it. His brother Paulie continues to be one of the subs. Man of the match in the '93 final, remember. And that's gone to the left, and it's gone wide. Just to confirm your worst fears if you're a Galway fan, 16 wides in all. Terribly, terribly wasteful. Wexford with just 7. Wexford with a 5-point lead.
Yes, Gerard, and not alone have had a problem with possession wides, hitting wides in their hands. They've also had problems with their free taking as well. They've missed 2 or 3 very, very easy points from frees.
They're under pressure again, the Galway backs. Adrian Fennell on the snapshot. I think he knew where it was ending up, because even before it landed, he was heading back towards midfield. Well, for Wexford, it's a case of keeping their shape, keeping their organisation, remaining focused on the challenge which is ahead of them now for the remaining 5.5 minutes of this match, plus some stoppage time. Galway simply have to get the scores quickly. Otherwise, the game is up for them for 1996. Brendan Keogh trying to gain an advantage in there, but here's Larry Murphy. Up it goes towards Paul Finn. Stopped there by Conor O'Donovan. Now Billy Byrne having a look around to see where Adrian Fenlon is. Lobbing head towards Rory McCarthy. Back there is Tom Helibert. It's going to be a Wexford ball. The sheer persistence there of Rory McCarthy, ensuring that they got something out of that. Discussion time for the selectors. So Wexford now with Adrian Fenlon in no particular hurry to take this sideline cut, having a 5-point lead. Didn't make a good connection. Galway have it back. Michael Coleman. Plenty of height. Kevin Broderick. Well, Galway will now need the kind of recovery that they showed us in the league final in May against Tipperary if they're to drag this one out of the fire. An injured Wexford player on the far side, and it seems to be Sean Flood. So he receives the attention from Stephen Bowe. Meanwhile, the Wexford defence with Ger Cush being asked some searching questions. Liam Burke lobbed across. Rod Guiney can't get to it. He has a chance. Stopped again by Rod Guiney. Magnificent. And there they are once again in numbers, defending valiantly. Good clearance up as far as Tom Dempsey, trying to wrong foot Jerry McInerney, who gets the assistance in any case of Conor O'Donovan. Down towards Peter Kelly, 45 metres out. 2 Wexford men to challenge him. Well, Wexford's backs are in there tigerishly and tenaciously trying to dispossess every Galway attacker. There's a lack of cohesion among the Galway attack right now. There's a far greater togetherness about Wexford. It's Joe Cooney to take it. And amazingly, he's put it to the left. The huge cheers up on Hill 16 are Wexford cheers. They're cheering every miss at this stage.
Yes, sure. Galway are going to kick themselves after this game. They had plenty of opportunities to put the ball over the bar, and they failed to do so. And Joe must be their third or fourth free taker today.
Damien Fitzhenry into the half-forward line. Up it goes as far as Billy Byrne. Having got the goal, he was looking for a point, but fails to take it. And Sean Flood, they've used their subs, and Sean Flood has gone into left corner forward. He's limping very badly, but it's a case of having to keep him in there with only 2 minutes to go. The defence will be marginally weakened by that, of course. George O'Connor loses out. Brendan Keogh lobbing it in there towards Peter Kelly. Some very good play. Colm Keogh out to Rod Guiney. Oh. Picking it up the second time. Much better clearance out to the centre of the field. Batted down by Brendan Keogh. Taken by Adrian Fenlon for Wexford. Wexford are now within minutes of a place in the All-Ireland final for the first time in 19 years. And that goes off the stick there of Micheál Donoghue. Most of the Limerick fans have stayed on to see the opposition in the All-Ireland final in 4 weeks' time. It looks like being Wexford. Galway about to bring on another sub, but Wexford have used up their full quota. Into Billy Byrne, the substitute full forward, back to Tom Dempsey, turning to make a better angle. And he's put it high and over the bar. And that may now be that. Tom Dempsey's 6th point in this match has ensured that Wexford are now on the verge of a place in the final. Galway have just brought on another fresh player, Ollie Canning, no relation, but 6 points the margin. This the latest one here, as that ball was fed back by Billy Byrne to the waiting Tom Dempsey. Tom is on his way to a first ever appearance in an All-Ireland final, or so it seems.
Yes,
only a miracle can now stop this.
Yes, only a miracle now, and great play again by the substitute there, full forward, using his own craft in his own head. When he wasn't going to score, he was going to throw the ball out to Tom Dempsey. But it's sad to see Joe Coney going off the field. I'm sure that affected the injury he had there earlier on in the second half, has affected him very much in this game.
Ollie Canning in there. Oh, perhaps the miracle will happen yet. There's another goal for Galway. Kevin Broderick making it 2-13 to 3-7, and once again just 3 points in it. Galway within a goal, you know, of denying Wexford.
Great play again by Liam Buck to bring the ball through, and as the ball broke out, ground shot and into the back of net by Kevin Broderick.
So now Wexford having to live on the nerves. We're into stoppage time, and that ball has gone wide from Larry Murphy.
That certainly would have been the insurance point for Wexford if that went over.
It's 19 points for Wexford, 16 points for Galway. It may all come down to this last attack. Well caught there by Liam Dunn. He's challenged, however, by Peter Kelly. He's conceded the free in for overholding. Free to Galway. What will they do here? Look at the anxious faces now. Liam Dunn. Cathal Moore looking for it. Michael Coleman asking the referee, I think, how much time is left. Will Cathal Moore take it? Joe Cooney's gone off.
Yes, sure, I don't think he has any other option but go for goal here. We're in stoppage time, and as he lines up for the ball, it looks like he's going to go for a goal.
So Moore to take it, to knock it in. It's stopped by the defence. Here's a second chance, and that's gone out for a 65. Oh, anxious, anxious moments. They can barely manage to look on here. Wexford had this match by 6 points, but that late goal there has ensured there's just 3 between them. This was the free, came off the defender there, and the follow-up action resulted in a defender putting it out for a 65. Nigel Shaughnessy is going down there to take it. It'll be in around the house. Liam Dunn has joined Damien Fitzhenry on the goal line. Nigel Shaughnessy just taps it in, but he taps it in badly. And Wexford have it. A whistle has gone, I think. Yes, Wexford have won this All-Ireland semi-final as they play on at the other end. haven't heard the whistle, but he has now. The fans certainly have. Wexford hold on to win. They win by 3 points. In spite of that loss, Galway come back there. Wexford were not to be denied, and Martin Storey, the team captain, will lead his side in this year's All-Ireland hurling final, which will be between Limerick and Wexford, who won here by 2-13 to 3-7. Oh, absolute high drama there at the end, but Nigel Shaughnessy never connected properly with the free.
No, disappointing free at the end, but I suppose we can't deny Wexford their hour at this stage. I suppose most people would have loved to see Wexford in an All-Ireland final. Now that they aren't to Lake Limerick, but I'm sure Galway will be very disappointed with the amount of wides they had there in the second half.
Yeah, Galway more or less threw it away at one stage. Wexford are thirsting for a place in the All-Ireland final. They will bring colour, they will bring huge crowds here on the first Sunday in September. Limerick will do likewise. Heaven help the county secretaries, where they're going to come up with all the necessary little passes to get in here. Tickets will be at a premium. 61,000 paid in this afternoon, nearly 62. And Wexford have prevailed in exciting circumstances by just 3 points.
Yes, Wexford into the All-Ireland final, and just as Clare did last year, not just winning their provincial title, but going on to reach the All-Ireland final, and dare we say it, could Wexford go all the way again as Ger Loughnane took his players last year. Great scenes of excitement for Wexford. While Michael Duignan and the aforementioned Ger Loughnane have been here with me on our presentation panel, and Michael, well, those are fabulous scenes, obviously, for Wexford.
Absolutely. Wexford today were super. They played a better hurling right throughout the game. Galway had a spell in the second half where they could have come at them, but Wexford hung on just at the end and won. But I think it's brilliant for the game of hurling. Hurling has taken on a new lease of life with live television all this summer. And with Clare last year, under Ger, and Wexford now this year, reaching the final, it's brilliant for the game to see new teams coming through. And I'm delighted for Wexford and for the supporters.
Michael, let's go to Marty Morrissey, because I gather someplace down in the middle he has someone to talk to.
I have indeed, Michael. Liam Dunn is here with me. Liam, obviously a great day for Wexford.
Great, Marty. Go on, Nicky. When that whistle went, I only thought of one person, and that was my mother, who got out of hospital yesterday, who was in hospital sick all week, and she couldn't make the match. And I'm just delighted, because every ball I hit today, I hit for them lads out there and my mother. And I tell you one thing, it's great. And fair dues to Galway to pull it up to us, but it's great. And I'd like to say hello to Pat Nolan, our former great goalman, who's in hospital at the moment. But this is a great day for Wexford. A great day.
The dream really has become a reality, because from nowhere you're here.
We'll put that down to our friends in Clare. They were an inspiration to us. And Peter Canavan. Every word that Peter Canavan said, we've read about Peter Canavan, and he's a great man. And Peter Canavan and Clare, I'd like to thank as well.
Well done, Liam Dunn. You can stay with us, Nigel Shaughnessy. A disappointing day for Galway.
Yeah, we'll have to say it was disappointing, Marty, but I think Wexford came out today, and they really came out determined today, and I think they showed that they were the better team in the day.
You missed some easy frees and a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of opportunities, Marty. We just didn't take them. You know, the opportunities arise, and you have to take these opportunities if they arise, that you have to take them, and unfortunately we didn't take them today.
For Galway, your league champions, you will be back, no doubt.
Yeah, we have a lot of talent, Marty, and there's no we'll be back.
Back to you, Michael.
Yes, Galway will be back, Ger, but this is Wexford's day. You know how they feel from 12 months ago.
It's an absolutely fantastic day for Wexford, and well deserved. And especially, I think, for Liam Griffin and his selectors, because nobody believed in Wexford this time last year. Everybody thought after the league semi-finals they were gone, that they'd never be back again. Here they are now in an All-Ireland final. Just the very same as Clare last year. It would be amazing if history repeated itself and they went on to win the All-Ireland. And they have a great chance of doing that. But for the moment, today's victory is absolutely fantastic for them.
And Michael Duignan, interestingly enough, both Wexford and Limerick will come out of these semi-finals happy that they're through to the final and knowing they both have work to do yet.
Limerick in particular have a lot of work to do to sharpen up for the final. Wexford will be happier. They played well right throughout the game today. Maybe missed a few chances, but their backline were well on top all through. And in reality, Galway were only a shadow of themselves and what people expected of them. So I think Wexford will be the happier team faced into the final, and I think they'll go on and win the All-Ireland now.
OK, Michael Duignan, Ger Loughnane, thank you very much for your thoughts on this particular Sunday afternoon. One that has seen Wexford back in the All-Ireland final against Limerick. That to look forward to on the first Sunday in September. You can look forward to the Sunday game later on tonight here on RTE Television. 9:30 we'll be reviewing both of today's matches. I hope that you'll be able to join me for that. For the moment, from all of us here at Croke Park, bye-bye.